Brooklyn's in the house. Welcome to Loyal Tactics. Today I'll be bringing you guys a tutorial on how to become a better sniper. There are 10 facts, in my opinion, that make or break the sniper class. Now, if you guys like the professional or recon class, then stay tuned because this episode is filled with marksman bonuses and those pleasing bloody gory headshots. Now, number 1, knowing the map. The map is an essential tool to the sniper class. One must know when and where to be a sniper. On Flood Zone and Savad 311, those two are my go-tos. Whenever I am playing on those maps, I automatically know whether I'm going to be a sniper or not. It's simple. Know the map. Not every map works for being a sniper. Let's take Operation Locker for example. Sometimes it's very hard to be a sniper on that class because it doesn't have the range like most maps do. And also, linear passageways. Long passageways where it's open space are crucial for being a sniper. Now, number 2, knowing your rifle and mastering a favorite. Once you get a rifle that you really understand and you really get the feel for it and you start popping those heads and you start feeling like a badass on the battlefield, master it. That's your favorite. That's the one you're accustomed to. For me, it will be the SRR-61 and the 338 Recon. Now, I'm not going to be having any 338 Recon in this footage simply because I was just going ham with the SRR-61 and I wanted to show you guys how I play with it. Mastering a sniper rifle also has to do with how you feel about it, how it looks to you, how it sounds to you. The sound of a sniper rifle is probably one of the most important aspects of whether you'll like it or not. See, the 338 Recon for me just sounds like it hurts because of that Magnum ammo and that sound, that deep sound you get once you pull that trigger. Now, number 3, map position is key. You have to know where you're going to post up at, where you're going to reposition yourself to. Those two things right there will make or break you in a match. If you can sit in a spot long enough to get, let's say, 10 kills, will you stay there or will you reposition yourself? If you reposition yourself, you will be at a better advantage because all those guys you killed will think that you stayed in that same spot. And once you reposition yourself, you have new targets as well. A flash hider in this case would actually be the best option. I would prefer a flash hider over the suppressor simply because the suppressor adds more bullet drop and slows down your muzzle velocity. So if you're trying to become a better sniper, just use the flash hider. It just doesn't restrict your muzzle velocity. Number 4, your gadgets and your teammates. Now, the gadgets I like to use most are probably the Claymore if I'm playing a team deathmatch, and the C4 if I'm playing on a vehicle-oriented map, and the tugs. The tugs are very important. They have a stationary radius around them to unveil that enemy presence. Your teammates need you to unveil the enemy presence in order to be effective as a team on the battlefield. Now, your teammates are also a crucial point for being a recon. If you have a medic around that you know he's picking up guys, you can definitely be reckless in your engagements. If you have a support class like I always do in my main bro Battlestar, throwing ammo crates down and whatnot, then you can definitely be more reckless in spending that ammo. Number 5, knowing when to engage is definitely the most important part because you have to know when to slice the pie like I will here. Knowing when to engage, when not to, when to dive, when to hide, and when to reposition yourself. Knowing when to engage is probably going to take the longest if you don't know how to be a sniper because you will feel like you need to kill everything on sight. Not everything is killing when it comes to the recon. You have to spot, you have to motion assist, you have to get all these different aspects that come before killing. Now, once you get good with a sniper rifle, you won't have any problem in spotting an enemy and then automatically taking him down. But sometimes you just have to spot and duck and let your teammates handle the rest. Number 6, knowing your range. You have to maximize your range as a recon in order to be the most effective. Now 10 to 12 meters is that guaranteed one-shot kill if you hit him in the chest. Now unless it's a perk that they're using called the defensive perk that reduces the chest impact, then you won't get that one-shot kill. But knowing your range is very effective. You have to know what spots you have that linear advantage in the battle. Number 7, your sidearms save your life. Picking the right sidearm is very important. The sidearms I like to use in general will be the M9, the P226, the Compact 45, the 93R, and the G18. When it comes to the recon class, the 93R and the G18 by far are the most effective because of that quick rapid fire. Also, I'm used to the hardline mode where the professional class have the faster fire rate weapons. I feel like that balance is very effective since you are running a bolt action rifle. Number 8, spot constantly. Spotting constantly will give your team a sense of security, a sense of knowledge, a sense of knowing where the enemy team is coming from. This is Battlefield 4, it's not Battlefield Hardline. The spawning mechanic is very meticulous. You can tell once you get used to knowing where the enemy is coming from. Once you see one enemy, the others are not far behind. In Battlefield Hardline, the spawn system went to hell. I have no idea how they got that so messed up in Battlefield Hardline, where so many people are just getting spawn killed constantly. It's one of the things that I rage about in Battlefield Hardline. But here in Battlefield 4, it has been sweet to be able to have that omniscience of knowing that if you see one enemy, you know that the others are not far behind. Number 9, suppression is a very underrated tool because the bolt action rifles and the LMGs provide the most suppression out of all weapons. If you see yourself missing shots, do not feel depressed. Do not feel like you're not doing anything, because you are. You are giving your team a chance to creep up on someone. You're giving your team a chance to catch someone off guard if he ducks behind cover thinking he's under fire by 2 snipers, and then your teammate just comes behind with an assault rifle or a PDW or a LMG and just takes him out. You did your job. You suppressed the team. You suppressed the enemy team, and you did a good job. Now, number 10 is the last point that I'm going to be talking about, is practice. Practice makes perfect in all games. Loyal Tactics is all about practicing your tactics. Getting better at it, becoming loyal to your tactics is how you succeed on the battlefield. It's how you create a pattern of how to play, of how to establish a sense of stability. When you pick up a weapon, you automatically know how it's gonna work, how it's gonna be used in your hands. Practice makes perfect. Using a sniper over and over and over again is what's gonna make you a better sniper overall. Now, if you're that competitive person who likes to use different snipers like I do, it's gonna take some time because every sniper has different muzzle velocity, different bullet drop, and they do not work the same. Now, I got good at the SRR-61 simply with practice over time. I mean, I was using it ever since I was on the Xbox 360 and the 338 Recon. But in general, practice makes perfect. Practice your tactics and you will become a better battlefielder. Where did I learn my skills from? I learned from watching Level Cap Gaming, X Factor Gaming, Matimio, Jack Frags, all those people. I learned how to be a better battlefielder from watching them and listening to their reviews on weapons, and overall just playing the game. You will find that you get attached to certain weapons, certain guns, and it doesn't matter what people say how they're underrated. Like the G36C is one of my favorites to use, and most of the people don't use them because it's just a horrible weapon to some people. But in all honesty, every weapon is effective in every way. Every gun works different on every map. every person uses guns differently in every match. And honestly, if you want to become a better battlefielder, a better sniper, all it is practicing my small tips and creating your own tactics and becoming loyal to them. Once you find a rhythm, stick to it. Once you find a weapon, stick to it, and you will eventually become a better battlefielder. Now, I'm gonna explain a little bit here on what I did on this map. See, I decided that I was gonna hold down this building here, and readjusting my position is one of my favorite tactics, because everyone just assumes you're gonna be in the same spot. That's why I like to jump down into the building, pronade, and sometimes I like to bob and weave on top of the building, because you have these AC units that provide cover. Now, they don't provide your ankles with cover, so you have to be constantly on the move. And that is also another thing that I want to talk about. Always being on the move as a sniper can be effective. If you stay in one area, people will gravitate. Like these snipers, they were watching this building from a distance. They tried to get into that back ditch over there and tried to spot and try to see if they could catch someone off guard. Now, once you reposition yourself, people are waiting, people are watching that one area where you were at the whole match. And once you reposition yourself, you will find that you can catch people off guard looking through their scope. Now, people who are not minimap, don't have no minimap awareness, are sniper food. Sniper food. I love it. I love people who just look down their barrel and just, they don't pay attention to anything. Now here you will see the quick maneuver to the side and the knife. Now, the knifing mechanic in Battlefield 4 is by far the most frustrating thing in Battlefield 4. I hate it with a passion. I feel like it should have never been there in the first place. It was broken from the beginning, and I just want to say, I'm not a teabagger, but once people start teabagging, then you already know it's coming and that rage mode is active. And I really don't like to teabag, because I feel like it's a disrespectful action in a military shooter. One should not teabag when you are fighting in a battle. It's a mutual respect, but some people just can't help themselves, and hey, they want to teabag, sure, I'll teabag them back. Now, this rooftop is very crucial on this map, because it provides a well cover, stability for a perch, and it's one of my favorites. Now, as you see here, I repositioned myself because people started lining up in this back area, and I took some guys off guard here. And you know, the knife, again, going back to the knife, from the side and from behind are probably the most effective ways to knife. Sometimes from the side you can still get counter knifed. And pretty soon I'll probably make a video on how I've gotten counter knifed from actually passing through the animation, already killing the person, and all of a sudden he just rips out my blade from his jugular and sticks it into my gut. Now that is by far the most frustrating thing in Battlefield 4 that I have ever seen. The knifing mechanic in Battlefield Hardline, if you haven't played Battlefield Hardline, I suggest you go and play it. Battlefield Hardline is the new Call of Duty. Now, see, teabagging at its maximum. Now I catch these guys off guard because they weren't expecting me to be on top of this rooftop. They thought I was still on the other rooftop. Now that's one of the main things of being a sniper, knowing when to reposition yourself. Now I may have gone a little bit too much with repetitiveness, but it's just all in the same. If you love the sniper class, if you want to become a better sniper, you just have to follow these simple tips and play the game yourself. Find a sniper that you really enjoy using, master it, and effectively use it. And you have to pick which map you're going to be using it on, because not every map is essential for being a sniper. 35 and 17 is what these tactics get you. Now, on this next map, I'm going to be showing on this next map, I'm going to be showing some nice running headshots, which by far, as a sniper, it is the most satisfying to be able to land that shot and lead your enemy straight into the bullet, like right there. He's just running la-di-da-di-da, and pop goes the weasel. I just love it. I love it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the music that I have at the end here. I'm done with my rant. If you want to become a better sniper, just follow these tips, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be a better battlefielder. Now, this is Brooklyn signing out.